Chosen 1. How do Leos act when they're hurt? What hurts a Leo? 7 clear signs a Leo is hurt. Welcome, old and new Leos, to my channel, Golden Fortune Leo. As we delve into the complex heart of the Leo, it's vital to grasp how this powerful sign reacts when hurt. Leos, born under the radiant influence of the sun, are the true kings and queens of the Zodiac, exuding a regal presence that commands attention and respect. However, beneath this majestic exterior lies a deep vulnerability that is often misunderstood. When emotional pain strikes, their reactions are not always as outwardly dramatic as one might expect. This is where the true complexity of a Leo comes into play. Leos are often perceived as invincible, unwavering in their confidence, and untouchable in their pride. But when they are hurt, the layers of their reaction can be surprisingly intricate. Leos carry with them an inner strength and a sense of self that make them stand tall, but they also have an emotional depth that can be a challenge to navigate. At their core, they are fiercely protective of their pride and will go to great lengths to shield their vulnerabilities. It's not uncommon for a Leo to retreat into their solitude, not out of weakness, but as a strategy to regroup and heal in private. This reaction isn't just a product of astrology, it's deeply rooted in the psychology of self-protection. Much like how we, as humans, often build emotional walls to guard ourselves from further harm, Leos use their pride as both a shield and a fortress. They may not outwardly show their pain, but their emotional world is far from simple. As we explore how Leos process hurt, we can better understand how these chosen ones balance their fierce independence with their need for emotional healing. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive deep into the 7 signs that will give you a glimpse into the emotional complexities of a Leo when they're hurt, because believe me, it's not just about the roar. Sign 1. Withdraw the silent roar, a Leo's retreat for healing. The Leo bold, charismatic, and always in the spotlight. But don't be fooled. When a Leo is hurt, their roar often falls silent. Now, you might think that a Leo retreating into solitude is a sign of weakness or avoidance. Far from it. This is their secret weapon, a self-preserving mechanism designed not to run away, but to rebuild. Picture it this way: after a fierce battle, the lion doesn't just keep roaring into the night. No, it retreats to its den to lick its wounds, reflect, and regain its strength. Leos are ruled by the sun, and like the sun, they shine brightest when they are in balance with themselves. When they retreat, it's not because they're scared or incapable of facing you, it's simply that they need time to recharge their royal batteries. It's not about distancing themselves from you, it's about protecting their pride. They need their space to process and come back even stronger, like a king or queen preparing for the next great conquest. So, if you see a Leo pulling away, don't panic. It's their time to reflect, regain their strength, and prepare to return with even more of the magnetic charm and leadership they are destined to embody. It's all part of the grand dance of healing. And when they come back, watch out, the roar is going to be even louder. Sign 2. Holding grudges, the unforgiving memory of a Leo. The Leo's memory, a force to be reckoned with. When a Leo feels betrayed, you can bet your bottom dollar that they won't be forgetting about it anytime soon. Unlike some signs who may forgive and forget, the Leo has a mind like a steel trap, and once it's caught a grievance, it's not letting go. They might not voice their hurt right away, and in fact, they may seem like they've moved on, acting like everything's fine on the surface. But don't be fooled, beneath that polished exterior, the hurt is still simmering, tucked away in their heart like a well-kept secret. This is not a flaw, my friends. It's a strategy. You see, Leos have learned through their royal lives that forgiveness isn't always about wiping the slate clean. It's about protecting their pride and ensuring they never face that pain again. Their long memory serves as a reminder: once bitten, twice shy. And just when you think the past is long gone, out of nowhere, they might bring up a forgotten betrayal, like it happened yesterday. It's a little like finding an old wound that never quite healed, resurfacing unexpectedly and taking you by surprise. So, if you've hurt a Leo, know this: resolution is key. They may not confront you immediately, but their past experiences will live on, tucked away, until they're ready to deal with them. And trust me, when that moment comes, you'll feel the weight of the past crashing down like an avalanche. The moral here? Don't just apologize, take action and resolve things. For a Leo, healing isn't just about words, it's about the willingness to prove that history won't repeat itself. Sign 3, passive-aggressive behavior, a Leo's subtle roar. Leos, the kings and queens of the Zodiac, are known for their fiery energy and boldness. However, when they're hurt, don't expect them to lash out in an obvious, dramatic display of anger. Oh no, they're far too refined for that. Instead, they might slip into something a little more subtle: passive-aggressive behavior. This isn't the Leo you know roaring and asserting their dominance. This is a Leo operating in the shadows, using sarcasm, distant behavior, or an unexpected mood shift to let you know something's wrong without ever directly addressing it. Now, you might be thinking, what happened to the fierce lion I know? Rest assured, it's not that they're trying to harm you, it's just their way of saying, I'm hurt, but I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of seeing me suffer directly. This shift is more about emotional self-preservation than anything else. A Leo doesn't want to give you too much power over their feelings, and so, they retreat into subtle ways of expressing pain. If you sense a Leo pulling away or becoming distant, consider it a cosmic red flag. Something is amiss, and it's time to reflect on what might have caused that emotional rift. It's not about confrontation for a Leo, but rather a quiet moment of withdrawal, where they retreat into their royal den, protecting their pride and their heart until they're ready to come back stronger. Sign 4, Workaholic Mode, distraction as protection. Ah, the workaholic Leo. When emotional pain strikes, don't be surprised if your Leo friend or partner suddenly dives headfirst into work or a new hobby. It's not about avoiding the issue, far from it. It's their unique way of taking back control, a strategy for regaining their strength without having to face the vulnerability of their emotions directly. Instead of letting their emotional turmoil take the driver's seat, they channel their fiery passion into something productive, something that allows them to feel powerful again. Imagine this: a Leo, wounded but determined, immerses themselves in a new project, a creative endeavor, or even a personal challenge. This isn't just procrastination or avoidance. No, it's their emotional armor, a shield made of productivity. It's how they navigate the storm of their feelings, using their natural drive and ambition as a coping mechanism. It's like a lion hunting in the wild, focusing on the task at hand, unaware of the emotional wounds lurking beneath the surface. So, when you see a Leo frantically working or obsessing over a new challenge, don't be fooled into thinking they're just distracted. They're healing, recalibrating, and reasserting their inner strength. For a Leo, work isn't just a way to pass the time, it's a therapeutic escape, a way to process pain without exposing themselves to the rawness of their emotions. And trust me, when they come out of this mode, they'll be back stronger than ever, ready to roar once more. Sign 5, bringing up your failures, the Leo's low blow. When a Leo is hurt, their emotional response can sometimes take a dramatic turn, one that might catch you off guard. They may bring up your past failures. Now, before you start thinking that they've suddenly turned into a vindictive villain, let me reassure you it's not a calculated attack. This isn't about them taking joy in your pain, it's about them feeling emotionally vulnerable. The Leo, a creature of pride and strength, finds that in moments of deep hurt, they may subconsciously turn to your weaknesses to assert control over the situation. It's like a lion showing its teeth, not to harm, but to ensure you understand the full weight of what's been done. This low blow, as it's often called, isn't a reflection of a Leo's true character, it's simply their way of processing pain. When their emotional armor is pierced, they sometimes use your past failures as a shield to protect their own heart. It's their attempt to feel seen and heard in a moment when they feel the most vulnerable. Leos, as much as they shine in the spotlight, need that acknowledgement when they're hurt. It's not just about reminding you of your mistakes, it's about asserting their emotional need to be recognized and validated. So, when a Leo brings up something you did wrong in the past, take a moment to understand the deeper emotions at play. It's not about the past, it's about their current emotional suffering. It's not a punishment, it's a cry for emotional connection. And, as with all things Leo, once the emotional storm passes, they'll likely move on. They just needed to feel seen in the moment, and sometimes, we all need a little reminder of that. Sign 6, talking behind your back, the drama of a hurt Leo. The drama of a hurt Leo. When Leos feel betrayed or wounded, they don't always bottle up their feelings and suffer in silence. No. Instead, they turn to their social circles for validation and emotional release, making sure they're not carrying the weight of their pain alone. Think of it as a bit of a Leo soap opera where they're the star, and they're seeking an audience to witness their emotional journey. It's not about airing dirty laundry or seeking to stir the pot just for the sake of drama. Oh no, that's far too simple for a Leo. This is about sharing their perspective, ensuring that their feelings are seen, heard, and understood by those they trust. When a Leo talks behind your back, it's often a moment of emotional release, a way for them to process the pain without confronting it directly. They need to unload, to express the hurt they're carrying inside, and sometimes that means speaking about it to others. It's not about revenge or manipulation, it's a form of emotional self-care, a way for them to feel supported and validated. Now, if you find yourself as the subject of a Leo's emotional release, don't take it too personally. Yes, it can sting, but remember, it's part of their healing process. It's like the lion roaring in the wild to release its pent-up frustration. The drama may unfold, but it will eventually pass, like a storm clearing to reveal the sun once more. And when that sun emerges, you'll find that the Leo has processed the hurt and is ready to move forward, stronger than before. Just remember, their need to connect with others during this time is part of what makes them who they are: proud, strong, and, yes, just a little bit dramatic. But hey, what's a Leo without a little drama? Sign 7, leaving the final act, when a Leo walks away. When a Leo walks away, it's not just a casual decision, it's the emotional finale of a long, dramatic saga. Leos are known for their fierce independence and unshakable pride, so when they decide to leave, it's usually because the emotional wounds they've endured feel beyond repair. This isn't an act of punishment or revenge towards the other person, oh no, that would be too simple for a Leo. Instead, it's their final act of self-preservation, a way to protect their dignity from further humiliation or betrayal. Think of it as the lion retreating to the safety of the shadows, not because it's weak, but because it's wise enough to know that staying in a toxic situation will only lead to more pain. For a Leo, their pride is everything. It's their armor, their strength, their identity. When that pride is bruised too severely, they won't hesitate to walk away in order to preserve what's left of it. They'd rather leave than let themselves be broken any further. If you find yourself on the receiving end of a Leo walking away, take a moment to understand the depth of what's happening. It's a bold, decisive move, and not one they make lightly. If you truly care about them, this is your cue to approach the situation with sincere humility and patience. They don't want empty apologies or quick fixes, they want genuine efforts to make amends. So, when a Leo leaves, don't treat it as an ultimatum. Treat it as an opportunity to show them that their pride, as much as it hurts them, is something you respect and value. If you do this, you might just earn a second chance to reignite the bond. The Leo, a creature of strength, pride, and indomitable spirit. Yet, even the mightiest lion has its vulnerabilities. Dealing with a hurt Leo is no small task, and it requires a particular approach, one that blends understanding, patience, and space. Unlike some signs that may seek confrontation when wounded, Leos often retreat inwardly to process their feelings. This isn't a sign of weakness or avoidance, it's their way of regaining control over their emotional world. Leos need time to heal on their own, to retreat into their mental cave where they can reflect and regroup. So, what do you do when a Leo is hurt? First, give them the space they need. It's not a sign of rejection, but rather a form of self-preservation. They don't need your sympathy, they need your respect for their process. When they're ready, approach them with a sincere apology, but don't rush it. A Leo will value authenticity above all else, so make sure your words come from a genuine place. If you truly value your relationship with a Leo, putting in the time and effort to mend the bond is worth every moment. After all, Leos may carry their pain with them, but it's how they rise from it that defines their true strength. They are the chosen ones, after all, and their resilience is something to be admired. In the end, the key to understanding a Leo is respecting their need for emotional independence, while also offering your unwavering support. When you strike this delicate balance, you'll unlock a deeper connection with the Leo in your life. And hey, Leo, don't forget to enjoy life. You deserve all the joy and success coming your way. If you found this video insightful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Golden Fortune Leo. Stay tuned for more wisdom and understanding about your favorite zodiac sign.